The numbers of homeless women and children in the Hickory area are on the rise, very much so. They range in age from 18 to 74 years old, all kinds of educational backgrounds. I guess the most common denominator for women in this situation is brokenness. They've had domestic violence, sexual abuse, mental health issues, substance abuse issues. All of these things factor into what brings a woman to the point of despair in which we begin to interact with them at Safe Harbor. They don't see a lot of hope for their lives, and they come to us desperate. They've lost all connections with people who have been supportive of them in the past, and they need to know that there can be a change, that there can be hope.
I was staying at the Salvation Army for a couple of months, and then I moved into the woods, started staying in the woods. I was going to the day shelter 3 days a week, taking my showers, washing my clothes. And in this time, I was asked, hey, why don't you go and get you an application so you can maybe go stay at the Safe Harbor House. I went and got me an application. Took me about 2 weeks to fill out the application.
Safe Harbor is a place of hope. It's a place where grace and truth come together to provide a healing environment, a place where women feel they can open up, a place where they feel they can trust us enough to allow us to speak into their lives and provide the tools that they need to start over.
The most important thing I have learned while being here at Safe Harbor is that God has always loved me and never left me. Even though I left Him, He was always here for me.
Well, the biggest thing I'm learning to do is control my anger and to give up control. I've been used to taking care of myself since I was 9 years old, and I basically had control over my life until I got here. And here the control is good because I'm finding a new way of life. I'm finding out how to live a productive life. I'm finding a closer relationship with God, a better relationship with God, and I'm learning how to, be abstinent from my anger. But when it shows up, to learn how to control it, so I don't hurt myself or other people in the process, and by that I mean going back out there to the life that was just pure hell.
At Safe Harbor's Day Shelter, we pick up women who are staying at the local emergency shelter or out of the woods or sleeping in their cars or just on the streets. We take them to our facility where we provide a place of safety and security where they can be comfortable and in out of the elements. They receive Bible study, meaningful activities for their day, a hot lunch. We help them look for a job. We provide clothing and bus passes for them, the resources that they need to at least help them in their pursuit of starting over.
The day shelter, I seen a lot of women that came in with, God. I could see God all in these women, and it was something I had prayed for a long time, a strong relationship with God, and the more I seen it, the more I wanted it.
Some of the ladies from the day shelter actually move into our residential program. We have a one-year program for women here that is very holistic in its approach. We provide care for their medical needs, their physical, emotional, spiritual, all of those are covered in this program. The women are in classes and counseling. They have lots of resources at their disposal, and many of them come to realize for the first time in their lives what has brought them to this place. And they spend enough time there that they can learn how to move on past it. So the goal is that once they've been here with us for a year, they definitely have the tools, the resources, and the support they need to completely start over with a new life. God is changing lives at Safe Harbor. On a day-to-day basis, we see transformation take place. We often compare what these women go through to the life of a butterfly. They've experienced a type of death, a type of darkness, and now their full colors are coming out, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. And we want to invite you to help us with this, because this is a community effort, and we need people to come alongside and help us in different types of ways. So if we want to expand this ministry and meet the need, then we just invite you to help us in this adventure and to really experience what it can mean to offer a new life to someone who never dreamed that they could have that kind of an opportunity.